Welcome, beautiful souls. This is She Who Rose, and today I want to share my story with you. Raw, honest, and unfiltered. I want to take you on a journey that starts in darkness, moves through fire, and ends in the light I now live in as a healer and priestess. Because healing isn't linear, it isn't perfect, it's messy, and it's beautiful. I grew up in an abusive household, and even as a child, I learned to hide pieces of myself just to survive. I learned how to survive through silence, through endurance, through numbing parts of my heart that longed to feel safe. That survival mode carried me into adulthood. I fell into a domestic violence relationship in my late teens and early 20s, one that left me broken in ways that I couldn't see at the time. I remember feeling trapped, hopeless, and questioning my worth. And then one day, I faced a near death experience. That moment was a wake up call unlike anything else. It was as if life itself whispered, "You are not done yet. There is more for you. You are not your pain. You are the light." It shook me to my core, and in that shaking, I found a crack, a tiny opening for something new to enter my life. From there, I began my journey into shadow work. I started looking at the parts of me I had buried, the fear, the anger, the shame, the grief. I learned how to sit with it, to feel it, to honor it. Shadow work was one of the hardest things that I've ever done. Facing all of the parts of myself that hurt the most and realizing that they are just part of my story. They are not shameful. I began to see that the trauma I had thought had broken me was actually teaching me how to rise. From shadow work, I moved into healing practices, meditation, energy work, connecting with spirit, learning about the divine masculine and feminine, ancestral healing, and embodiment practices. And slowly I began to reclaim my power. To understand that my body and my heart and my soul were sacred, I began to see myself not as a victim, but as a warrior of love, a vessel of light, and a priestess in training. Healing became my devotion, my ritual, my daily prayer. And the more I healed, the more I realized I was being called to become the healer I was looking for. I immersed myself in spiritual practices, mystical teachings, and the wisdom of the ancestors. I studied the divine feminine and masculine energies, the power of ceremony, sacred space, and embodiment. And over time, I realized something profound. My journey through trauma was never meant to break me, it was my pathway to my calling. To do the work I do now, guiding others back to themselves, helping people reclaim their power, their heart, their light. Becoming a healer and a priestess wasn't a choice I had made lightly. It was a calling that rose from the ashes of my own pain that I had been through and became the life I was always meant to live. Through this journey, I learned darkness is not the enemy and it's a teacher. Sometimes when we're stuck in the darkest night of our soul, in our true darkness, in our depression, in our anxiety, and PTSD, we think that we are trapped there because we see how dark it is around us, but we forget that we are the light. We are the way out. That darkness is there to teach us that if we shine our own light bright enough, we can guide ourselves out of whatever darkness we are enveloped by. It also taught me that pain is not a life sentence, that it's an invitation to transform. For a while, I wallowed in my pain and I actually enjoyed the misery that I was in because I had been so used to it my entire life. Growing up with divorced parents and childhood abuse, I was used to this pain. I carried it as a shield and I held on to it for way longer than I ever needed to. And I see it now that this pain was an invitation to transform into something beautiful. That this pain was opening the doorway for me to become a healer and then be that light for other people to show them the way out of their own darkness. Another lesson that my journey has taught me so far is that the divine resides in you. It's in your brokenness, your beauty, your strength, your tenderness. The divine isn't something that's outside of you. God is within you. God has always been within you. The divine is in you. Your body is the temple. You are the oracle and the altar. You are what the divine works through to reach others. Even in our darkest night of our souls, we don't think that the divine is there with us. We don't think that God is working in its ways, but everything is working for your highest good, highest self. I hope you know how truly, deeply loved you are and how known you are by the divine. The divine is always there for us. It just takes us to reach out, to surrender. And surrender is one of the hardest things to do in life. Surrender isn't giving up, but it's giving over to spirit, to your body, to what wants to unfold, and being receptive of what comes from that unfolding, trusting that life is coming towards you and knowing your worthiness in that. And also honoring your emotions and expressions. The feminine speaks through emotion, not chaos, but depth. And feeling is wisdom. And trusting your intuition, that inner voice, that is your divine GPS system. That is the divine speaking through you in whispers, the gut feeling, the whisper you feel in your womb, that dream you can ignore, the subtle nudges that say go this way instead of the path that you are currently on. Listen to it, trust it. I want you to know, if you're listening and carrying trauma, fear, or shame, you're not alone. There is a path through it. You can rise, you can reclaim your power, and you can become the healer of your own story. You have what it takes. You are strong enough. You are brave enough. You are capable enough. You are worthy enough. It's time to stop thinking otherwise and start believing in yourself, because no one else has the dreams that you have. No one else sees the world exactly like you do. And no one else holds the same magic inside. It's time to start believing in the power of your dreams. Not next year, not next month, not tomorrow, but now. You are ready and you are enough. You can become the healer of your own story. And that's what this podcast is about. It's about walking the way, the path of inner transformation, love, and divine alignment. It's about reclaiming both your feminine and masculine divinity, healing the shadow parts of yourself, and remembering the sacred light that has always been inside of you. Each week, I will share stories, teachings, practices, and conversations to help you step into your own power, walk your own path, and rise into the full expression of who you are. So, if you're ready to remember, if you're ready to heal, if you're ready to walk the way, then you're in the right place. You are she who rises. You are here. You are ready. And I'm so honored to walk this journey with you. Thank you for listening to this first episode of She Who Rose. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone you love, and subscribe so you don't miss our weekly conversations about healing, embodiment, and divine awakening. Until next time, beautiful soul, walk gently, walk with love, and walk the way. Bye.